Hello everyone, this is Animation 4. Welcome back to some more Sky Factory 3 Quarter Chunk Challenge. So, today is transition day. It's a transition day. We've had a lot of just building things, starting to run out of space. It's time to start making some transitions. Mainly this. This is gonna go. But first, we have a direwolf bag. It's a new bag in the set of customs. And we get lots of stone and some glass. Actually, I appreciate that because I've been going through a lot of glass. So first, what I was going to show you last episode but didn't, I have upgraded the smeltery. Yes, it's very big. Is it 864 ingot capacity? I don't even know how big it is. It's 3 by 6 by 7, 3 by 6 by 6. So that gives you an idea. 200 and something. It's a lot of space. Yeah. And the way I have it coming out, this is actually really, I don't know, crucial to the whole system. Because casting basins are by far the most space efficient and fastest way of casting the materials. If I have a bunch of iron in here, it's so much faster and it's easier to cast them into blocks than doing a bunch of ingots. However, I don't like counting. And if you don't have a perfect multiple of 9, this isn't going to work. Not. You're going to have leftovers. And also, since I have 3, some might be distributed amongst them. I might have like 1 in here and 8 in here. Makes 9, but it doesn't work because they're not the same one. What I have instead is a pressurized fluid conduit, a liquid pipe, pulling out of all of these, going into the ingot cast, constantly pulling out. So these up here fill this up. Those down there also pull. The pipes at the bottom overflow because this doesn't produce super fast. Then these fill up. And eventually when it gets to the end, there'll be a few left in these. And this will just slowly trickle out and make the remaining ones. Works really well. For the most part, you get the blocks. You get sometimes things, but for the most part, you get the blocks. I'll actually show you how it works. What do I have a bunch of? I don't need. How much iron do I have? I really don't need anything, but we're going to make a little bit of iron just to show the point a little bit. Yeah. There we go. And I've been able to do this all by hand, so lots of this crafting. Sure. This comes down here. Shift in the first bit and dump in the rest. After a bit, it's going to melt, and I'll show you what's happening from there. Next. Nothing's happened on this floor, except I forgot to take this down because I was placing pipes. Next, nothing's happened on this floor. This floor is still empty. This floor is not. Aha! So, it is storage upgrade day. I've been busy at work doing refined storage crafting, and we got some stuff here. We have the controller. This is essentially an ME network without the channels. And it's like, think ME, but a lot simpler. It's what I've found so far. I haven't looked into the auto crafting or anything like that, but just in terms of storage, it just seems like simpler ME. So you got the controller here, obviously. We have some disk drives. You can see I have some disks over here. Only 8 per, but each drive doesn't have types. It's not a 1K storage drive with 64 types. So you can't have like a little drive that can hold 64 types of items and use that for your little stacks. No, it's all just combined. This is 8 16K storage drives. It's 128K of storage. That's it. Here I have a 64K, one of each size, essentially, just to prove my point. An 85K storage. That's it. That's how much storage I have. What is that? 128 and 85, 207K. I don't know how much that is. But we have some more drives to fill up as we get there. Biggest thing though is crafting these by hand takes ages. I also have a network transmitter back here. Don't know quite how it works, but we're gonna find out hopefully. I know what it does. I don't know how to get it to work. And of course, the power is coming from the Flux network, which just has to go to the controller. We are using 73 RF per tick, is what that probably is, while producing. How much do we produce? 640. For some reason, I thought we produced less than 640. All right, so we have this working now. So you see the iron takes forever to cast into blocks. Iron actually is a lot slower than gold. I should have used gold to prove a better point. And you can see down here, it's just making ingots. These basically fill up right away. Liquid moves fast. And just constantly casting 3 blocks. And this is just slowly trickling away, making some ingots. And once it all runs out, because there's a lot in here, 30 more blocks. Because, yeah, it's still going. Look how big this thing is. It's so big. I'd like some glass in to see inside, but only glass is way over there. Yeah, it works really well. The iron, of course, ends up here, but just uncrafted from blocks. And that's how I have 35 stacks. Yes, so we are going to start interfacing with this crafting system. So it's all set up there. We have the storage. Haven't set anything up to use it yet. So if you look at refined storage, you do that by making these grids. There's grids, there's crafting grids, there's pattern grids. Pattern grids must be crafting. That's what I'm guessing. And also, they have these storage blocks. I'm guessing these are also for crafting, but it doesn't say crafting. It is literally just storage blocks made out of the same storage parts you use to make the drives. So it very well could be just this block holds that much, but that's just dumb, right? So this is probably has something to do with the crafting. And there's liquid storage, of course. I might get into liquid storage because that, like, just thinking about how many liquids I have poorly working with stuff, it could be helpful. Constructors, destructors, exporters, importers, external storage. External storage, I'm going to need one of these. That's just chests. Reader, writer, interface. Might use these. These might be for crafting. Fluid interface, wireless transmitter. Okay, is that like... Oh, it's a network transmitter. Okay, so the wireless transmitter would be for like wireless grids. Yeah, like these. Ooh, I want now. Yeah, so we're gonna make a grid. Construction core, deconstruction core, 2 improved processors, and some quartz enriched iron. So I have a bunch of processors already made. 2 of these, a quartz, a glowstone, and a bunch of this stuff. Just give me a bunch of that. I was making some upgraded inferium. We do that, we do that. I've been playing with these recipes a lot. We got a grid. Cool beans. So we are going to see just how much storage I have in this network. So let's put the grid right here. I gotta center it more. This is like the center. Also, I have a solderer here with tons of speed upgrades. It's nice. So we have the grid. We now can store things. I want to know how much storage I have. So if I insert a single item, you now have 1 item in storage. 1. 1. Now does that count types? So if I have 4 items, are we at 4? We're at 4. Okay. If I put in now, this wrench doesn't stack. Does that make me 5? It is. It is literally a single item. That is so simple. Okay, so we can hold 200 items, 200,000 items. All right, let's look at what I have for biggest stacks of things, which is probably this right here, which is 303 times 64, 304 times 64. It's going to keep going up. 300 times 64. 18,000? Yeah, we're not even close to filling this thing up, even if we dump all this in there. That's great. I still think I'm going to use a... Actually, I might use an importer. That'd be smart. That'd probably be smart. Just use an importer. So we have this now. Let's dump all our stuff in here because I'm tired of my inventory being full. Nice. I don't need this. Cool. And hopefully nothing explodes. Yeah, so it works nice. Very nice. So I don't know. That's as far as I was planning for this little bit before I started doing stuff. I'm going to make an importer, and we're going to import from the system, which is probably going to take a really, really long time. And I'm also going to try to figure out how the network receiver works. I think I have these. I think I made these already, but I don't know what to do with them. Because this says missing network card, and there's a network card right here. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, it was actually really simple. I thought you needed a network card on both sides or something. So each network receiver can only be connected to a single network transmitter. And you shift right click to link the network card. And then you go back down here and you insert it. Like that. And now we're using a ton more power. 310 RS per tick. I wonder if the power consumption depends on the materials. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Like if I fill up my drives, am I suddenly using more power? I don't think that makes sense, but it might. That might be how it works. Okay, so I have storage up here. I have access to storage up here now. Yeah, let's make an importer. That sounds like a good idea. So a cable, improve process, instruction core, which is the quartz one. One of these, one of these. One of everything. That should be able to make the importer. This. And that looks like right. We're gonna hook it up to a cable, which is gonna go all the way over here. Okay. Now this is gonna go super slow. Taking the legendary loot bags first. Perfect. It's just the thing I wanted in here. Going really slow. I can make speed upgrades. Upgrades are a pain to make, by the way. They are a literal pain. But I already have some of these now, so it shouldn't be too bad. Please take the rest of this. I need some. I'll make it in here. Do that. I only made one. Come on, make me. Cool. And I need some sugar and some redstone. So yeah, and having the 4-speed upgrades in the solder is gonna make this so much easier. A little faster now. It's still gonna take a freaking long time. If you think about it, I have, what did I say, 18,000 inferium in here? It's still gonna take a while. Yeah, just a little bit. But I really should have just left it there. Left the whole grid system there, but... So this is actually using up storage now. We are at 1,000. Officially 128th of filling up the theoretical first half. About first half. Yeah, so he's going to fill up with a whole bunch of junk. We'll see what happens if it ever gets full or if it finishes. Hopefully it finishes. Because I don't want to have to make more drives. This might make it a little easier to make more drives, but I don't want to have to. Looking at the progress right now, it is just starting to get to the inferium. 300 stacks to go. I added another importer. It still has all this over here. I forgot about all this. This is 160 stacks of 4 items. Then another 160 stacks, and another 102 stacks, and 120 stacks, and then 120 cakes. So it's a lot of stuff. And looking at the current storage situation, it'll be close. I think it's actually going to be pretty close, because the inferium is most likely going to fill up the big portion of this. I made 464k drives. Should be good now. I hope. But having this crafter here, I would just have access to everything was so much easier. Oh my god, it was so easy. And it's going to be a lot easier for making this upgraded stuff too. I don't have to do it by hand. This should be faster, hopefully. And this isn't all we're doing today. There's going to be more after this. Don't worry. Not quite sure how I managed that. There's an Enderman chasing me and he knocked me off the edge and I was falling, so I'm like, gotta get back to land. There are a lot of entities. Oh, that's not entities, never mind. So I guess I landed like here and died from fall damage. It's my grave. It's over there. I didn't place that there though, so it's fine. I do have to get it back. So I can break blocks because I've been harvesting trees. I can't place them outside. Hopefully this works. Basically just picking everything up before it falls. I think it worked. Wasn't really necessary, but okay. Alright, this has actually finished. 2 of them working on it was pretty fast. I think I could have made a... Oh, 1 second. Refine. I think I could have made a stack upgrade, and that might have pulled like a stack every time as opposed to 1. But it actually finished a while ago. I moved this over here so I could process silicon faster. I got 728 now. In terms of storage, it would not have filled it up, but it would be filled by now. It is past the point that it would have filled up before. Still got plenty of space. Yeah, like 200,000 items. I also, while I'm down here, I added 3 512K fluid storage discs. I think these are millibuckets, so that's 1.5K buckets, which isn't really super much. That's about the capacity of 6 drums. 6 of these. Yeah, so we could take this down now. This is the tricky process. Everything's still hooked up to this system. It's just constantly being re-pulled back into here. So to remove it, I kind of have to turn everything off almost. Is this not functioning? Weird. I have to disconnect everything from here. There's nothing in this, nothing in this. I can break these. Okay. And that actually disconnects everything because those connected to here. I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, this one connected to these, which connected to everything else. So it actually is disconnected now. I gotta cut this cable right here. And I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay, I think the sneezing's done. So, yes, I just disconnected the chest from this now, so this will stop getting full. We are gonna have some kind of system like this in place to pull out all the iron swords and stone swords and all that. I might be able to just do it straight from the system, maybe, though. Hopefully, I don't know. But this entire system now is fully disconnected from everything else, so we can just tear it down. There shouldn't be anything in it. It should just come out as raw drawers. And can I... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at all the upgrades. There was a single guardian essence and a torch. Ooh, that felt good. That felt real good. Look at all the space we have now. So much space. So this is still going to be my main area for... It's mostly going to be for crafting and stuff, though. Like, I'm not going to need storage up here. The storage is all going to be down by the controller. It's going to be interfaced... Oh, shoot. Interface just like this. Is this going to reconnect back up? Or I gotta redo the card. Dang. It's going to be interfaced just like that. It's a good thing I keep this down here for emergencies like this. I already have a card in it. Yeah. So, now that this is all destroyed, let's get it all functioning. I'm going to move the wireless point over a bit so it has better access to everything. The wireless point's actually going to go behind against this far side. Basically, we're going to cover this wall where the crafting stuff was with machines and things. Also, these are empty now. I can get rid of these. I was waiting to be recording to get rid of these because those are big things. With machines like this, running cables underneath like we have, and stuff like this Supremium furnace, which I crafted, by the way, and has been incredible. We can set up to auto put things into craft and auto pull things out. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here. I know this episode's been a lot of, here's what I'm going to do. Let me go do it, as opposed to doing things while recording, but it's a lot of stuff to think through. I have to think through where everything's going to go, how it's all going to work, while being super conservative with space. I think everything in here is trash, except maybe these and this. Maybe this. Let's collect some of these books, because why not? And these spikes. Everything else is trash. These. Everything else is trash. Yeah. Oh, I just stuck my axe. Or hatchet. So this is done. Ooh. Yay! Okay. Let me get a little organized. Alright. I've been doing some work and experimenting with some things. I actually don't remember what I last showed you. That's always the problem I have. Okay, sounds on. That's always the problem I have. I forget what I last showed you. I come in. I've done stuff. I don't remember where we last left off. I have this set up. I might have already explained this. But these chests get dumped into these, which then get pulled out through network cables underneath. It's powered through this power cord that goes behind. And this actually isn't getting power from anything right now because the flux network system is driving me insane. That's the general reason. Before I had it fine where the capacitor banks would output to these flux plugs, but all of a sudden they stopped. And it took me forever to figure out that was happening. I was experimenting with cables and everything. But these are outputting fine to them, and they're having no problem. I got a little... I made this a while ago, but it fell off the edge. I made a new one. A little bit of storage for that, just in case things go wrong. But either way, this lava generator has a direct power cord to the controller. So as long as we have lava, which, by the way, is being generated up here. I think I didn't explain this. I expanded the lava generation and dumped it into the system. As long as we have lava, we have power. As long as we have power, we can keep getting more lava. So it's a self-sustaining cycle with no flux interaction, so nothing should go wrong. But seriously, it's been working fine, and all of a sudden it just stops. And I have no idea why. Like all of a sudden my system just shuts down, and yeah. That's been fun. But it's working now. I just can't pull from these things, so I can't use these as batteries, which kind of stinks. I don't really have any other way of getting power into the flux network besides those generators at this point. So it's kind of tricky. We'll figure it out. But now we're gonna make something that's gonna be really, really helpful. That I've really wanted. Although I'm probably not gonna use it as much as you think I am. But I need it for a few very specific purposes. Jetpack. We're gonna make our jetpack. For the most part, I should have everything I need. I need 4 of these. I might need to make some conductive iron. Yeah, I need to make some conductive iron. Just a little bit. We don't need much. Dump it in here. That'll process. For the most part, I should have everything. This takes redstone alloy, which is redstone and silicon. Okay. Probably don't need too much of that either. Much conductive iron. I actually need a bunch of conductive iron. Dang, go faster. Start making other stuff. I need 4 machine chassis. Yeah, so this is going to be really helpful, mainly for fighting withers. That's my main concern. If we spawn a wither, our choices are either to spawn it in an obsidian cage. It's a really good idea, because I don't want it flying out somewhere and then just shooting back at my tower of stuff and breaking things. Or we put it up on the roof really far away from everything and fly around to kill it. It's a much better choice. And also the Ender Dragon jetpack would be nice, just so I don't fall off the edge. There's other reasons. It's just it's a good thing to have. Not as useful as it would be normally, but still a good thing to have. 3, 4. Everything here should be fine. Yeah, I think I already have these. Make a few more just in case. Be done. Make these. Okay. So, conductive iron. I need the redstone alloys to finish. This was not well planned. I can do these, right? I need pulsating. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna make some stuff. I'll be back. I'm missing everything right now. Okay. In theory, it should be good to go through this. For the most part, I had everything. It was just the occasional thing I didn't. There. And fiber jetpack. Cool. I'm going to put the armor plating on it because in order to upgrade to this eventually, which hopefully will be pretty soon because this is just so much better, you need the armor plating, which takes dark steel, which takes electric steel, which takes conductive iron, which takes silicon. Okay. That. Cool. Electric steel, conductive iron, electric steel, dark steel. Okay. I can make the armor. But we have a jetpack. I could charge it in this. And I should put up the flux thing. It should get power in theory. But you never really know with this. Nice. Lots of power for some reason. Now, really... Excuse me. Oh, it's charging. No, it's not charging it. Okay, it's stopping now. Good. Okay. A little confused on what exactly was happening there. We don't need you anymore. Bye, void crystal chestplate I got from a looting bag. Now, ready for this? We are about to get the first look. The first look. Let me remember what the hover key is. I actually don't know. I started a crafting window. Simply jetpack section. Hover mode is N. I'm used to hover mode being C. We do have a slowly descending hover, but that's fine. We're about to get the first look at our 8 chunks from outside the 8 chunks, because oh, we've just been in here. Let's go take a look. That's so cool. This is where we've been this whole time. We're also loading the map for the first time. I never really showed the map, but J M. Right. Yeah, I've never loaded outside this little circle, so this is the first loading of all the void around us. That is really cool. There's a mob spawner. I planted trees on top later, but I did. Very, very neat. I'm not going to be using it to go between levels because the elevator system is just so much faster. We have a jetpack now. We can do lots of cool things with it. Hopefully.